Hi guys, welcome back to the channel where we do epic unboxings, and today we have another Super Rare Games triple whammy. So please, if you like what you've seen, subscribe to the channel. We have received Inmost Steelbook Edition, the Lion Song, which also comes with the Flower Collector in the same cartridge, and the Last Day of June. First we have Inmost, which I've played before via Apple Arcade. It's been published originally by Chucklefish, which are incredible. They are widely known for developing and publishing games such as Wargroove. Firstly, we have the epic Super Rare Games sticker, as always, and the cards, which I will open at some point, I promise, but not today. And we've got the game. Look at that box. That is epic. These steelbooks keep getting better and better. The snake eating its tail on the cover, I believe it represents Ouroboros, which is it's usually used to represent a renewal of life and death. I'm really impressed with the simplistic use of colors and the shiny lines striking through over the matte finish. I really like the pixelated graphics and the minimalistic use of color. It represents well in the packaging as well. So we've got the instruction booklet. Let's have a look at that first. Once again, like with many of the other Super Rare Games physical copies, you have a really cool instruction manual or booklet, and it's a really nice touch because you get to understand more about the background of the game that's been developed, and also the struggles and the successes the developers had, and you get to understand the whys of the use of color, the mechanisms in the game, the characters and so forth. It's a bit outdated, I know, but I'm old school like that. The Super Rare Game Steelbook editions tend to come with a really cool postcard with some of the artwork. And we've got the sleeve here with a very eerie representation of what to expect in the game. Lastly, we have the cartridge with the Super Rare logo on it. Next, I think this is a first for Super Rare Games. They've managed to get 2 games on 1 cartridge. Now this is a nice touch because we've got 2 stickers, which is for each game, and 2 sets of cards. The cover clearly states that it's the Lion Song game, and it has the Flower Collectors included on the cartridge. The sleeve is reversible, and it seems to have the other game on it, which is, I think that's a very good use of packaging. I think it's brilliant. So let's pull it out, let's reverse it, let's see what it looks like. I really like this. This is a really nice touch, and it's essentially the same thing on the other side. They've seemed to have done the same thing with the book. If you flip it, you have the other game on it, and you can have a look through it, and it tells you the story and the controls. The artwork is amazing. From what I've read about this game in particular, it's based on a murder mystery based around the time of fascist Barcelona during the Franco era. Our protagonist is called Jorge, and he is in a wheelchair, and he witnesses a murder, and he is trying to solve it through his binoculars on his balcony. It sounds like a really good game actually. I can't wait to start this. I really like that they've used animals as characters in this game, and that they've based it around a very important time in Barcelona's history. As a history buff, I'm quite intrigued. You can crush the flowers, but you can't stop spring. Pablo Neruda. Now we flip it around, and we've got the Lion Song, which is a point and click narrative separated into different stories. It seems to take place in 20th century Vienna, Austria. Now, whereas the game Inmost uses a specific palette that uses sort of like cold colors, I like how this game uses a sepia pixelated style in order to bring the narrative to life. Coming back to my point earlier about instruction booklets, you can truly see how much work has gone into capturing that era and the styles and everything that came with it. The present is the only thing that has no end. Erwin Schrödinger. Lastly, we have a look at the cartridge, clearly showing the two games that are set in it. Super Rare Games, if you're watching this, if we could have more games on one cartridge like this one, that'd be fantastic. We end with the recently announced last day of June, the sticker, the cards, and the warm-toned cover for the game. From what I know, this is an adventure puzzle game published by 505 Games, and it's based on Steven Wilson's song Drive Home. I really like the use of opposite colors, the oranges and the purples and the yellows and the pinks. They really make the artwork stand out. So we've got the book here. The game mechanics sort of remind me of the film The Butterfly Effect, where you go back and forth in time and whatever you do affects the present. The character models kind of remind me of the works by Tim Burton, which is not a bad thing whatsoever. I'm a massive fan. And even though this booklet doesn't really have instructions or anything, I think it's very beautiful what they've done here of just adding some of the graphics and artwork. Lastly, we have the cartridge. I really like the use of color, especially due to the theme of the game, especially the sleeve, the inner sleeve. I think it's beautiful. It really makes each side stand out. And there you have it, people. That's the 3 unboxings from Super Rare Games. I've started to triple dip in advance so I can do triple unboxings, so I'll probably do the same for the next one. If you like what you've seen, please subscribe and keep an eye out for more videos, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.